acknowledge me as the real American.
Welcome to this special episode of Storytime with Alex Cardinale. Alex only has 7 more days of being 29. Then next Tuesday he will turn the big 30. This fun episode takes a look back at my 29th year of life. See the best images of my 29th year. Hear what I learned from this year. All that and more. This fun episodes goes live in
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a special episode of Storytime with me, Alex Cardinale. Can you guys believe I only have 7 more days of being 29 years old? Because next week I will be celebrating my 30th birthday. Next Tuesday I will be turning 30 on August 15th. Anyways, tonight I decided, since I only have 7 days left of being 29 years old, I would do a fun episode of Storytime with Alex Cardinale. Now, this episode is going to be very similar to last year's episode, with the exception that I'm going to be talking about 29 things I learned this year. And this year, I also added some images that I took over this past year. Now, I'm going to be the first to tell you, just like that intro, this year was like a rocket ship. It was a roller coaster of a year, because I've had some good moments, but I've had some terrible, bad moments as well. To put it bluntly, I think the 29th year of my life was one of the worst years of my life, unfortunately. Besides my YouTube channel, that's the only great thing that I've had happen to me this year. So I'm going to keep it real with you and discuss everything that I learned this year and discuss my 29th year of life in general. So, as always, feel free to be part of the show. You can post any thoughts or any questions you have in the comments. Feel free to hit the like button. And because my birthday is next Tuesday, I'll accept any donations if you wish to donate. My Cashapp is $Alex Cardinale 1993, and my zelle is Alex Go Yankees Cardinale 19 at gmail.com. And again, that's only if you want to. It is not mandatory. So before we get started, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching this show. I hope you definitely enjoy this unique, one-of-a-kind episode. It's unique and one-of-a-kind, almost like me. All right, so let's go ahead and get this show started. And we're going to start by taking a look at some of my best images over the last year. Here are my best images from 2022 through 2023, which is the year that we are in now. All right, let's see. I was trying to see if my microphone is working. Perfect. So here we go. Here are my best images from the last year. And we'll start with my personal images first. So this image was from last Halloween of October 2022. And this is the Alex costume. It includes good cooking skills, a loyal heart, endless bottles of wine, but what's not included is patience. I wonder how true that image was, but that was taken last October. And here's another Halloween costume that I created last year. Legendary Alex Cardinale, a real American, takes no shit from anyone, tells it like it is, and could be your best friend or your worst nightmare. You decide. Excellent cook, tropical fish keeper, bowler, and YouTuber. So that's an awesome little Halloween meme I made last year. And then here is an image of me working at Sprouts, which was one of my last jobs that I had this year. You know, Sprouts was a really good job, but a little later on in the show, I'll talk about what it was like to work at Sprouts and all the jobs that I had when I was working. And then here is a picture of me and my puppy, who is a beagle. This is Brandy the Beagle, who is 7 years old. And when I got her, she was my 22nd birthday gift. So she's been with me for about 7 years now, and she is a great dog. I love my dog, Brandy the Beagle. So here is an image from Easter of 2023. I took this image on Easter, and it was really fun to get in front of the Easter tree and take this picture. It is really, really good. And then here's a picture I took at the beach this following winter, or this past winter. It's really great to live in South Florida because you can go to the beach and snap a picture in the wintertime. Now, when I lived in New England, you couldn't take a picture at the beach in the winter because it is just too cold outside to go outside and take a picture in the winter. Now, here is one of my favorite pictures that I took last year, but unfortunately, this picture has a lot of negativity surrounded by it because this is the picture that was on my old Facebook account that was hacked. Unfortunately, in December of last year, somebody hacked my Facebook account and they took control of it and they started posting real estate ads, which were false. It just wanted to get people's information and steal money from people. So unfortunately, when people see this image, they think of a scammer and a hacker, which is very unfortunate. So here is another image of Brandy and I. This is Brandy and I lying down at nighttime. Very. So this is an image of Brandy and I sleeping at nighttime that I took sometime within the last year. Very, very cool. And then I have a bowling picture that I took last year that I really, really enjoy. Very, very cool as well. I still have that Buccaneer shirt, believe it or not. And this is a Christmas photo that I took in front of the Christmas tree, wearing a Christmas hat and a Tampa Bay Buccaneer shirt. Another Christmas photo that I took at Christmas last year. Now, here is my favorite picture that I took when I was working at the Palm Beach Zoo. This is an image of me and my only friend from the Palm Beach Zoo, which was Jeff the Giraffe. Now, Jeff the Giraffe was the only true friend I had at the Palm Beach Zoo, minus somebody else that no longer works at the zoo like I don't. But Jeff the Giraffe never backstabbed me and never talked shit about me behind my back. So here is another picture of me heading to work at Sprouts last year that I took. It was a really good photo. And then here is a on-air sign that I took last year, an on-air image sign that I took last year, a picture with the on-air sign, one of my favorite photos and one of my best photos. And here's also an image of Brandy, my 7-year-old beagle. So those are all of my personal images that I took. Let's take a look at some of the more funnier images that I took, and some more images that don't involve me personally, like my tropical fish or things like that. So, as you guys know, when I was 29 years old, I technically was still working at the Palm Beach Zoo. And this was one of the banners that I created for the Palm Beach Zoo. I thought it looks great. Doesn't this banner look great, especially as an advertisement to advertise another gift shop that we had? But for whatever reason, I was told we can't use this. And I don't agree with the reason. I think it looks awesome as it is. But that is a banner that I made. Now, here is a funny image that I took last year. This was when I was working at Sprouts. This is an image of some sort of vegetable. So this is a image that I took at Sprouts when I was working at Sprouts. And as you can see, it's a pretty funny image. And you can see what it looks like. I'm not going to talk about what it looks like. You can see it yourself. Very, very funny to say the least. And now we've got some fish images from the last year. Here is a black wolfish that I raised last year. Very, very cool, yet unique, oddball wolfish. Very, very nice. And then here is my gold wolfish that I raised last year. The gold wolf is one of my favorite. And then here is a tiger Oscar that I raised. Very, very cool. And then here are some red velvet whoopie pies that I made. They are very, very nice and they're very fun to make. And finally, we have red velvet cupcakes. They are very, very nice. So those are all the images that I took in 2022 through 2023. These are all images that I took when I was just 29 years old. And I do apologize for the background noise. Every time I'm on the show, that's when they decided to start yelling. All right, so now let's get to the 29 things that I learned this year. So I'm going to start talking about the first 15 or so, and then I'm going to take a intermission, but we have plenty of time before then. So here are the 29 things I learned about myself in year 29 of my life. So here, they're in no particular order. They're just 29 things that I learned. Coming in at number 29, and this is important, unfortunately, I am gullible. Not everyone online is who they say they are. And unfortunately, in December of 2022, yours truly found that out the hard way when I was hacked. Someone hacked my main Facebook account and they took control of the Facebook account and they took everything from me. I lost my Facebook account and I lost everything that I had on that Facebook account. And I basically had to start over. But, you know, sometimes things happen. You believe somebody, you think they're a genuine person. But in this world today, there are no more genuine people. There are not that many more kind people. Coming in at number 28. At number 28, my love for content creating and being on YouTube has only increased. That's right. I love being a content creator and I love being on YouTube. It is one of my greatest joys. I love live streaming and I love hosting YouTube videos. And this year, it has been really great because this year I have posted many awesome videos. I have hosted many awesome live streams and I have gained some awesome audience members. Coming in at number 27, I celebrated some major accomplishments this year. Yes, that's right. This year, I have celebrated some major milestones and some major accomplishments. You know, this year, I celebrated my 9-year YouTube anniversary on March 4th, 2023. Excuse me, actually, it was March 6th and March 7th, 2023. I celebrated my 9th year here on YouTube. And then I celebrated my 900th video. And then I celebrated my 50th episode of Saturday Live. So this year I celebrated some major accomplishments here on YouTube, and I am forever thankful for that. YouTube has been one of the greatest things of my life in this terrible, terrible year that I have been having. All right, coming in at number 26. I've worked at the Palm Beach Zoo gift store. I've also worked at Sprouts and FedEx in my 29th year at life. So when I was working at the Palm Beach Zoo gift store, I was technically 28 years old when I was hired at the Palm Beach Zoo gift store. I was hired in April of 2022. And for the first few months, I really enjoyed working there. There was no management in place when I started working at Palm Beach Zoo gift store. And when I got hired there, a manager finally was hired, and we finally had a manager. And they told me, hey, we'd like to promote you to shift lead, or I forgot what the title was. It was a shift lead or something like that. And eventually I never got it. So it was an empty promise. And one thing with me is that I hate empty promises. That is the quickest thing to piss me off. If you tell me you're going to do something and you don't do it, it's going to drive me insane. It's going to make my brain get pissed, and then I get pissed, unfortunately. So what ended up happening was I got angry and I ended up leaving the Palm Beach Zoo gift store. But that's not all. We'll talk about what else happened that caused me to leave the Palm Beach Zoo gift store later on in the show. And then eventually I got a job at Sprouts. I did well at Sprouts. I actually liked working at Sprouts. But again, I had an encounter with an older woman who was extremely rude to me, and it caused me to feel bitter about that job, and I left. And then unfortunately, I got a job at FedEx as a package handler, but you know, I'm overweight. I'm not used to lifting all the time. So it was very hard on my back, and I would come home day after day with a hurt back and hurt legs. And I just decided, you know what, I'm not going to risk getting injured for this job. So I left FedEx. But I really did enjoy Sprouts, and I really did enjoy FedEx. And they were two of the greatest jobs that I had recently. But I hope my next job will be even better. Hold on one second, folks. I have to shut them up really quick. All right. So coming up next, the 25th thing that I've learned this year is that I could potentially make money from content creating. That's right. I learned this year, and I've been on YouTube for 9.5 years. So I could actually make money from content creating. And no, it is not through being monetized by YouTube. Sure, eventually I will get monetized here on YouTube, but not right now. There are other ways you can get monetized here on YouTube and other platforms, and that is by the website that I created. And the website that I created is American Alex Cardinale locals.com. So that is a way I can make money through subscriptions on the Locals app. Also by taking donations and on my buymeacoffee.com website. All right, coming in at number 24. I have met some wonderful people this year, and I have. Some of the great people that I have met this year include people like Berto from Garcia Aquatics, Enzo from the Bowling Alley, and also some great YouTubers that are on my YouTube channel and have subscribed to me. That's right. I have met some wonderful people this year, and I just gave you some examples. I'm trying to think of who else I met that comes to mind. You know, my friend Sandy from the bowling alley, Fawn from the bowling alley, but that was way before I was 29 that I met those great people. Daryl, I met when I was 28, I believe. So I have met some great people this year, and it was a blast becoming friends with them, and I can't wait to stay friends with them. All right, coming in at number 23. I learned to make some delicious dishes this year. Some delicious dishes that I made include braciole, which is an Italian dish. It's basically a pounded out steak that you roll and you stuff it with a breadcrumb mixture. It is very good. I learned also to make Boston cream pie, stir fry, turkey, etc. I also learned that bowling is still my favorite activity and my favorite exercise. I really enjoy bowling. It is one of my greatest passions. And this Thursday, on an all new episode of Keeping It Real with Alex Cardinale, I am going to explain to you in detail why I love bowling. So be sure to check it out this Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific, here on the YouTube channel American Alex Cardinale. The next thing that I learned is that my passion for tropical fish keeping has only intensified. That's right, my passion for the fish keeping hobby has only intensified. I love the tropical fish keeping hobby, and this year I love it even more. This year I've been blessed to have no issues with the aquarium hobby whatsoever. I love all my fish, and all my fish are doing wonderful. My plan to keep new fish species has worked out great because this year I've kept wolffish, which I've never kept before. So wolffish are a fish species that I've never really kept, but I've kept them now. Blood parrots are a hybrid cichlid that I really wasn't interested into, but now I am keeping blood parrot cichlids. Let's see what else. I've never had red finicaras, but now I am keeping them. Geophagus, I really haven't been much into Geophagus except for the Santa Perca, but now I've got some Geophagus abalios that I am keeping. And pretty soon, well, in my 30s, I'll be doing Frontosa, which is pretty cool. All right, now we're down to the 19s. We're down to the teens. Number 19. It takes money to do the things that I really want to do. And unfortunately, I've been unemployed the last couple of months. But, you know, sooner or later, I will get hired, and I can't wait until that day comes. Number 18, true friends are those who stick by your side through thick and thin, through good and bad, and not those who are just there when you have money or what they need. What they need could be for you to start talking about a coworker or your boss if you work together, or if you need to babysit somebody. That's what I mean by what you need. True friends will be there by your side through thick and thin, through your good times and your bad times. And they're not just there when you have money and you can lend it to them, or when they have something that they need, then that's not a friend. Also, that goes with saying that To be a true friend, this is something that I learned. To be a true friend, you need to have empathy and understand how a person is feeling. And I've been able to show support to some friends in their good, their bad, and their worst times. Very nice in that way, in that I'm able to understand how a person is feeling. And if I've done something to anger or piss them off, I let them tell me what I did, and then I can work on whatever it was. I'm the king of pissing off people sometimes, unfortunately. But like I said, to be a true friend, you need to have empathy and understand how a person is feeling. And I've been able to show support to my friends through their good and their bad times. Now, I'm going to be very brief about this next thing that I learned this year because it is quite embarrassing. I mean, you could take a look at me and see what I'm talking about. But this year, I have gained a lot of weight, unfortunately. And now I'm figuring out what to do to lose most of it. Well, I think once I get away from this stuff right here, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and Mountain Dew, I will lose a lot of weight. But gaining weight and losing it seems to be a constant battle for yours truly. And finally, our last thing we're going to talk about before we take our intermission is this. People usually mean well, even when they say horrible things. They just aren't smart enough to say it in a compassionate way to where they don't piss you off and you want to argue with them. What I mean by this, I'm sure most of you understand what I'm getting at if you're a fish keeper. Back late last year, maybe late August, September, October, November, some of my aquarium water wasn't the best. I was having issues with my 125-gallon aquarium and even my 75-gallon aquarium. The water was kind of murky, cloudy, and dirty, but that's because I was having problems with my filtration, and I needed to get it fixed, and luckily I did now. My water is perfect. But back then, people would say some horrible shit to me, and I got really angered at it. I really went off on some of these people. But now I realize that they said those horrible things because they cared about the fish. But I also realized that they aren't smart enough to say it in a compassionate way. To say, hey, your water is dirty, you should care for your fish. That's something that wouldn't piss me off, but the way they said it did. So that is something that I learned this year. All right, so I'm going to try to save my voice for the remainder of the show because I still got 14 things to discuss. Right now, we are going to go ahead and take a quick break. And during this break, you're going to learn about some upcoming shows. You're going to learn about my new website, which is called American Alex Cardinale Locals Community. And you can find it at americanalexcardinale.locals.com. We'll be right back after this quick break, and when I come back, I'm going to dive right into number 14 to number 1 things that I learned this year.
This coming Saturday, August 12th, it's a Dirty 30 Saturday Live. Come help us prepare for American Alex Cardinale's 30th birthday, which takes place on August 15th. Live Saturday, August 12th, 2023 at 10 p.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. Pacific. Come join the fun! American Alex Cardinale will discuss the best of 1993, such as best music, movies, and what happened 30 years ago. Sergeant Slaughter has facts on Twix. Chef Alex makes red velvet cake. For the first time ever, Aqua Alex will feature many fish of the weekend, including Oscar cichlids, silver arowana, fire eel, and more. So come celebrate next Saturday on Dirty 30 Saturday Live. 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific.
I will be celebrating my birthday in just a few days. I will be turning the big 3-0. That's right, I, Alex Cardinale, will be celebrating my 30th birthday. And for the second year in a row, I am going to host a birthday live stream on the day of my birthday. I invite all of you, my legendary viewers and my legendary audience members, to come be a part of my birthday live stream. Live, Tuesday, August 15th, 2023, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here on my YouTube channel, American Alex Cardinale. On my birthday live stream, there will be some surprises. What's in store for surprises? Well, I may have a birthday dream. We shall see. Aqua Alex will make an appearance, and Aqua Alex will show off his current fish collection, and I may end up getting some new fish. But what new fish will I get? Chef Alex will review some restaurants on my birthday live stream. I will review a few of my favorite crumble cookies. Plus, I'll play some of my favorite music. I'll recap the 20s, my 20 years, and I'll discuss what I'm looking forward to first, and more, including surprises, funny videos, and more. You're not going to want to miss my 30th birthday bash, live Tuesday, August 15th, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here on my YouTube channel, American Alex Cardinale. Happy birthday to your host, American Alex Cardinale. That's right. Next Tuesday on my 30th birthday, I'm going to be hosting my 30th birthday bash live at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. See what new fish I get and more. So don't miss that next Tuesday. Enjoying this video on YouTube? Well, I hope you are. American Alex Cardinale here, and I'm inviting you, yes you, to be part of my community, American Alex Cardinale local community. On the American Alex Cardinale local community, I will be publishing exclusive, fresh, hot content just for you that will only be available on my community app, Local. You will get tropical fish store tours and aquarium videos. You'll also get cooking and baking videos. You will also get music live streams, Q&A with Chef Alex and American Alex Cardinale, behind the scenes of some special videos, and the ability to connect with fellow American Alex Cardinale members. All that for just a total of $15 per month. The fish store tours, the cooking videos, the music videos, the live streams, they're all part of the American Alex Cardinale local community, and they will all be exclusive to the American Alex Cardinale community. So if you want to watch those videos, then go subscribe to the American Alex Cardinale local community right now. The first 5 people to subscribe will get a 1-month free trial. $15 a month, you get all that, but for $20 a month, you'll also get the ability to have a Zoom call with me, an interview on my YouTube channel, and the ability to host your own show right here on my YouTube channel, American Alex Cardinale. So what are you waiting for? Be among the first to join the all-exclusive American Alex Cardinale And that's right. Tomorrow I'll be releasing my first premium live stream video titled Chillin' with Aqua Alex, where I'll show off my 125-gallon aquarium, chat fish, and more. And then Friday, I'll be hosting my premium live stream video, Chillin' with American Alex Cardinale, where I'll play music, answer your questions, and more. And this Sunday, I'm going to release my very first fish store tour. And you'll see the new birthday fish that I get a few days prior to my birthday bash. So become a member of my locals community right now. AmericanAlexCardinale.locals.com and enter the code AACAUG23 to get a free trial of my locals community. Now let's play our last commercial, and then we'll talk about the final 14 things that I learned this year. Are you enjoying today's video? Well, I certainly hope you are. I hope you're enjoying this video. Would you like to thank me for my hard work on today's video? Well, if you would like to thank me for my hard work and time on today's video, I encourage you to consider donating to me, American Alex Cardinale. Every donation will go to the one and the only, yours truly, American Alex Cardinale. To donate, you can send some money to my Cashapp, which is $Alex Cardinale 1993, or to my zelle, which is my email, alexgoyankiescardinale19@gmail.com. Or you can also go to buymeacoffee.com/American Alex Cardinale. I appreciate any donation that you guys give. You don't have to donate, but if you feel compelled to do so, please go ahead and do so. Every donation will go towards the channel, and it goes towards American Alex Cardinale personally. And believe me when I tell you that I am 100% grateful for every donation that I get. I am. So please consider donating. Zelle, alexgoyankiescardinale19@gmail.com. Cashapp, $Alex Cardinale 1993. buymeacoffee.com/American Alex Cardinale. Now back to the show. All right, welcome back to a special episode of Storytime with Alex Cardinale. And tonight I am talking about 29 things I learned this year. Let's dive right back to it with our final 14 things. Coming in at number 14, I still am a WWE fan, and I still love WWE. WWE has been doing a lot of great content lately, like WrestleMania, even though I was disappointed with Cody Rhodes losing at WrestleMania 39, but he redeemed himself by beating Brock Lesnar 2 out of 3 matches, so that's good. And I look forward to seeing WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia this coming April. Number 13 is a little bit more of a personal reminder to myself and other people. It's a very important message. And here is number 13. Someone is not a friend if they repeat stuff you tell them, and someone is not a friend if they climb the corporate ladder. And what I mean by that, if you tell someone that you think is a friend stuff about maybe coworkers or your boss, and they go and repeat that stuff that you told them, that is not a friend. What that is, ladies and gentlemen, is a little bitch. A little bitch that you cannot trust. A little snitch. And you know what they say about snitches? Snitches get stitches. And that's what she deserves. But unfortunately, I could not do that because she is a female, or so I think she is a female. And what I say about climbing the corporate ladder, basically what I mean by that is going ahead and taking the manager position, even though I wanted it, and basically making up lies saying I didn't want the position. That is not a friend, ladies and gentlemen. And that leads me to my next statement. Coworkers can never be trusted as friends right away. Now, if you just meet a coworker and you're on a friendly basis, do not become friends that fast. Let your friendship build, because you never know what type of person that person may be. They may have an agenda. They may use words that you use against you to either get you fired or for them to climb up the corporate ladder, like that ex-friend that I had. So coworkers can never be trusted as friends right away. Coming in at number 11, I would rather personally have a friend take money from me than a friend that would lie to me, manipulate me, and then ultimately get me to quit my job because they knew what they did was wrong and they couldn't bear the guilt of it. So, like I said, I would rather have a friend that just used me for money than a friend that wasn't a friend at all, but was just there to get ahead in life. A friend that held me back and lied to me, manipulated me, and got what she wanted, and then threw me to the wolves to fend on my own. But that's something that I had to learn for myself. Number 10, always trust your gut feeling. And I'm almost like a dog in the sense that I have a great sense of character. If I feel someone is being phony, or if I feel someone's a very bad person and I get a very bad vibe, then I'm probably right. So always trust your gut feeling. And number 9, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. And that goes for a lot of things in life. That could be an online deal that you see. That could be an online offer that you see. Or it could even be a deal at a store. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. So always use caution. Number 8, it is boring sitting at home most of the time. A lot of people tell me they love being homebodies, but not me. It is absolutely boring and I can't stand it. Number 7, I need some local friends. I have friends all over the internet, but I need some more actual good local friends. That's something that I realized. Number 6, eating out has become a treat. I used to eat out a lot, but now it's a once a month or twice a month thing. And like I said, I do love eating out. Number 5, as I said earlier in the show, I'm trying to lose weight, so that means that I'll be trying to cut back on soda. Number 4, even though the last half of my 29th year has been full of negatives, I still have positives to look forward to. Yes, that's right. Even though the last half of my 29th year has been bad, I'm going to end my 29th year on a high note because I'm getting ready for my 1000th episode, my 30th birthday, and God knows what other milestones I'm going to celebrate for my 30th birthday. Number 3, it's been a career year for my YouTube. I can't recall a year where I hit so many milestones. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a career year because I celebrated my 9-year anniversary, my 900th episode, my 25th episode of Saturday Live, and my 50th episode of Saturday Live. I'm grateful to be alive, happy, and healthy. That's very important. And finally, some of my tropical fish are now entering the 2, 3, and 4-year range. Well, that was true until earlier today when I had someone come over and take most of my fish that I was selling. And I really didn't get the money that I wanted for them, but hey, they went to a good home. But my Raphael cat is on the 4-year side of things. One of my 4-line Pictus is on the 4-year side of things. I'm trying to think here. My Threads and Akaras are going to be a year. On my birthday, actually, they'll be 1 year. So I think only my Raphael and 4-line cat are the ones that I've had the most now. I mean, the Threads and Akaras, my Angelfish, and a couple others will be 1 year soon. But that is awesome. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Storytime with Alex Cardinale. As I wrap up being 29 years old, I think this was a really interesting show, to say the least. This time next Tuesday, August 15th, I'll be hosting my birthday bash. Next week, Tuesday, August 15th, 2023, I will discuss what I look forward to in my 30s. I will recap my 20s. I will show off my new fish and more surprises. So don't miss my 30th birthday bash, 3030, live next Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here on YouTube channel, American Alex Cardinale. And with that being said, I'd like to say thank you all for tuning in to tonight's show. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed this special episode of Storytime with Alex Cardinale. I really do hope you enjoyed the show, and do feel free to donate if you want to. The next episode of Storytime, I will be in my 30s. It is hard to believe that. Well, thank you for acknowledging me and watching today's episode. I will see you next time. Good night, everybody.
Now over that's all, folks.